Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we are going to work on a wreath. Now this one's a little different. This is going to be a wreath that's going to go, a company had one of their employees pass away and they wanted to place a wreath in the break room in memory of him. And so we are going to make a pretty wreath on a grapevine. We're going to use a grapevine wreath. We're going to add some greenery and a little bit of florals and then a black ribbon. Again, it's in memory of someone, and so we are going to put that together. I wanted to show you really quickly, I am going to use my hot glue pan. And I don't know if I have ever talked to you about the types of glue that we use for our hot glue pan. Now, this is Oasis brand. I am not very brand specific. It doesn't matter to me if it's necessarily Oasis, but it's a great brand. This is called Hot Melt Glue, and they come in small little, it's almost like pods. Almost like the pods that you put in your washing machine or in your dishwasher. They almost look like little pillows, but you just take these little melts and you just drop them right over into your hot glue pan and they will melt down, and then you can dip your stems right into your hot glue pan. It is wonderful. Now you can pick these up from any of your floral wholesalers. Usually we buy ours often from a company called Direct Floral, but it's really good stuff. You can even buy it from Amazon, and again, you don't have to be brand specific. I usually just look for the least expensive because it all works about the same. So I wanted to show you that real quick. So we are going to use an 18-inch, and it might be 20-inch, I'm not exactly sure, and I haven't measured it, but we're going to use a grapevine wreath. And it's just a plain grapevine wreath, real simple, plain grapevine. What we're going to do is we are going to take, I went to my back room. So we have a back room where we store all of our silk flowers, and we had this garland. It is just a eucalyptus garland. So I thought I would add some of this eucalyptus garland to this grapevine wreath. I don't need this much. I'm going to take it and actually just cut a piece, and I'm going to zip tie it into place, and if I need more, I have more, right? And so I just cut that apart, and I'm going to take just some 8-inch zip ties. These zip ties we picked up from our local hardware store. You can pick up zip ties anywhere, the dollar store, anywhere. These are I guess they're supposed to be clear, but kind of a white color. They come in lots of different colors, and they come in tons of sizes. I have found the 8 inches is about what we need for the jobs that we use them for. But again, they come in tons of sizes. I'm going to take this this eucalyptus, and I'm kind of just laying it right onto my grapevine wreath. And again, I'm taking that zip tie, and I am going to just zip tie my eucalyptus into place. I'm going to take another one. Now, if you want to, you can cut this into smaller pieces and just glue it in. You can really do it however you want. You just want to make sure that it's not going to come off the wreath. And I'm going to take one more and zip tie it down here at the bottom. All right, and then they have these tabs. I'm going to go ahead and cut all of those little plastic tabs off. And I'm going to drop those right here in our trash. Next, we're going to come in with some flowers. So I'm going to set my eucalyptus to the side. I may need some more, so I'm going to set it over here to the side just in case. I am going to use, this is it was a white hydrangea that we tinted green. I don't remember why we tinted it green, but it was in our stash of flowers in the back. So I don't think I need but about 2 stems of this hydrangea. So I'm going to take 2 stems, just like that. I am going to dip that stem right down into that glue. Now, often we will buy our flowers from several different places. I dip that into the glue, and then I just stuck it into that grapevine wreath. I'm going to take a second stem. These hydrangeas came from a company called David Christopher's. And I have been very pleased with the quality of the, sorry about that. I have been very pleased with the quality of the hydrangeas. They come in lots of colors and they're a very reasonable price. So there's 2. Let's do one more of these hydrangeas. And I'm just dipping that glue dipping my stem right into the glue. And then I am going to just tuck that right in. Now here's where I'm probably going to use a little more of our eucalyptus, but we'll do that at the very end. I'm going to set my hydrangeas to the side. Next I'm going to come in with some sunflowers. So these are just some pretty sunflowers. I have 4 stems left on this little bush. I'm going to take and cut those 4 stems off. And I'm just going to drop my little the little stem into the trash. Now this again is in loving memory of a man. So I thought we would go with some pretty autumn flowers, autumn colors. Dipping that stem. I'm going to tuck that hydrangea right into place. And that is not a hydrangea, that is a sunflower. I'm tucking that into the hydrangea. That stem of sunflower into the hydrangea. And I'm just kind of working these 4 stems into this wreath. And with a wreath like this, you can add as much or as little as you would like. It is not, I don't really, in my personal opinion, it's really all about you and your preference. Okay, so there's our 4 little stems of hydrangea. I mean, why do I keep saying that? Sunflowers tucked in. Next, I had these really pretty pods. And I am not sure where they came from, but oh, I really like them. There are 4 blooms on a stem, so I'm just pulling those back and just cut that. We're going to tuck these throughout. And then I'm going to save these leaves because I'm probably going to just glue these leaves into this wreath. Anytime you have leaves left on a stem, don't toss them. Use them and glue them right down into a design that you're working on. Often we even have like a box back there with leftover leaves because why throw away something that's good? So I'm going to take this stem, dip it in glue. Tuck that right in. Oh, I really like those pods. They're really pretty. Okay, so we tucked those in. And then we had a little bush of filler flower. And it has kind of a yellow little filler and then kind of a little white daisy. And I thought this would be pretty to kind of fill in. So I'm going to take and I am going to cut off. I'm going to cut 4 stems off at first. If I need more, I will cut more off. But I'm just going to take those stems and we're just going to fill right in. I think I'm going to want to use all of them, all 8 of those stems. I really like a filler flower in any type of arrangement that I'm making. I just think filler flowers just gives us a little whimsy and it's just pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off the last 4 flowers from that stem and just toss that little leftover piece. All right, I do believe it needs a little bit of greenery, so I am going to cut some of our eucalyptus that I set to the side. And we're gonna just fill in some of that space. So again, this is just a garland, a eucalyptus garland. Now, I will tell you that often if you will go to the craft store, and you pick up a garland, you're gonna find that you get so much more for your money, especially if the craft store has it on sale. A garland, you're just able to cut so much off of it and make it go so much further. A lot of times at Christmas time, we will get a mixed garland and we will take it and just cut it apart and use it in individual, as individual pieces. And I just feel like I get more for my money that way. But you might want to just kind of try that and look and see if that would work for you. But again, like this garland is going a mighty long way. And I'm just cutting it into smaller pieces. We are just tucking it throughout. All right, I think I need one more little piece up at the top. Next, what we're going to do is add some ribbon. Now, let me say, if this was a wreath that would be hanging on a door, this is not the type of ribbon that I would choose, okay? But because this is going to be inside, hanging on a stand, I'm just going to use this satin ribbon. I would have used a wired ribbon, except I don't have any wired ribbon that's in black. So we're just going to use this floral satin. I am going to take these 3 little stems of greenery that I have left over, and I'm just going to tuck those in. And it's strictly because I think that it's a really pretty color. It's a pretty little added color, and I don't want to waste them. And that might be silly to sound like I don't want to waste some greenery that's left on a stem. But I do think that they do add just a pretty little touch. Okay, so there's our finished wreath with all of our flowers. Again, we used 3 sunflowers, 3 hydrangeas, 4 sunflowers, 4 of this fun little pod that was on one bush, and then 8 stems of this little filler flower. And then for our greenery, we used the garland that was the eucalyptus. And then at the end, I came back in with a little bit more eucalyptus. We're going to come in with our ribbon. And so this is called Floral Satin. Now it has a shiny side and then it has a matte side. So what I'm going to do is, I believe I am just going to tie a bow and have the bow here and then some streamers hang down. So I'm going to take my bow and I'm going to leave a streamer first. So I'm leaving a long streamer and I'm going to make a loop. And so I'm holding the ribbon and then I'm going to catch the other side so it makes a loop. I'm going to make a twist, a loop, a twist. You always want to have the shiny side facing you because that's the top, right? All right, so those are 7 loops. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this is going to be a tail. And I'm actually going to go ahead and leave us 2 more tails. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So those are 2 tails. So here's my bow. I have got all my loops together and I am using a piece of wire and I am just tying that bow with that florist wire. This is 21 gauge wire. It's my favorite. Because it's not too thick and hard to manipulate, but it's not too thin either. I'm going to fluff my bow, and then I'm going to take my ribbon and attach it right at the top there. I'm going to take my wreath down and just attach that bow to that grapevine wreath. I'm just twisting it. And then I'm going to just take my tails. I thought I added another tail, but I didn't. And just have those hanging down. So there. And I realized that bow is pretty large, but I needed it to symbolize a sympathy. So that's the reason I chose to make the bow as large. Now, I believe it's very likely that they will remove the bow and send home the wreath. They can do it however they'd like. But this black bow really represents that it's in memory of someone who has passed away. And that's really what they like to have is that you see this and you know that this is for a sympathy. Guys, thank you for being here today. If you have any questions about how we do things here at Flowers by the Bunch, we would love for you to ask. We are so happy to answer any questions you might have. You can drop them right here in the comments. Send us an email. Call the flower shop. We are happy to answer any questions. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit that thumbs up. And that is just a simple and easy way to support our little flower shop, so we would so appreciate that. Do me a great big favor. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you'll hit that bell down below, it'll give you a notification for when we have a brand new video. Guys, have a great day, and we will see you soon.